Welcome everyone to this rapid fire explainer. Today, we're going to break down the true mechanics of e-commerce. We'll be doing this using 5 escalating questions, completely designed to test your understanding of the modern digital economy. We are stripping away all the flashy buzzwords and looking directly at the actual systems that power global trade today. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's kick things off with a little thought experiment. Are you actually running an e-commerce business, or are you just selling things online? I know, it kind of sounds like a trick question, right? A lot of people use those terms totally interchangeably, but as you'll see in just a minute, the distinction between the two is literally the exact difference between a business that merely survives and one that aggressively scales.
Section 1. The nature of e-commerce. The core difference.
So I want you to think for a second about this question. What truly separates a digital storefront from those traditional brick-and-mortar shops we've known for centuries? Is it just that there's no physical cash register? Or maybe just the fact that there's a screen involved? Well, the real difference goes much, much deeper than just the user interface. Sure, traditional businesses are severely limited by geography, strict store hours and those tedious manual inventory checks. E-commerce is an entirely different beast. It is a 24/7, highly automated machine. But the absolute most vital differentiator, the one thing that changes the entire game, is that e-commerce is built on relentless, continuous data collection. Every single click, every hover, every abandoned cart, it's all recorded. A physical store simply cannot do that.
Moving right along to Section 2, 4 business models, the foundational pillars.
Here's our second core question. Can you name the 4 dominant e-commerce business models that literally dictate how money flows on the internet today? Give yourself a quick second to mentally list them before we reveal the whole structure.
So the crucial point here is that every single digital transaction out there fits into this specific architecture. First up, you have B2C, business to consumer, which is your classic retail experience, like buying a new shirt on Shopee. Then there's B2B, business to business, which is honestly the massive, invisible engine of global trade, powered by giants like Alibaba. Next is C2C, consumer to consumer, where individuals just bypass retailers entirely on platforms like Facebook Marketplace. And finally, D2C, direct to consumer, where brands cut out the middleman entirely so they can own the customer relationship through their own websites. Knowing exactly which model you're operating in changes your entire strategy from the ground up.
Which brings us to Section 3, the power of data, the ultimate asset.
In this incredibly massive digital landscape, why is customer data universally considered the absolute most vital resource? Why do the biggest tech and retail giants obsess over data even more than their physical inventory?
Well, data isn't just a rear-view mirror looking backward at what you already sold. It is the active fuel that powers the future of your business. It allows you to understand exactly how your customer behaves in real time. It lets you forecast demand so you never overstock. It enables absolutely incredible product personalization. And, perhaps most powerfully, dynamic price optimization, meaning you can change prices on the fly based on demand. Without this data, you're pretty much flying blind. But with it, you are actively engineering customer retention.
Section 4. Digital transformation. The digital illusion.
All right, here is question number 4. Imagine a successful traditional store decides to open up a TikTok shop and maybe a Shopee page. They start shipping orders straight out of their back room. Take a beat and ask yourself, is that a true digital transformation? Have they actually evolved their business model?
The answer is absolutely not. True transformation means completely rewiring your entire operation. Take this example. If a local clothing brand opens a TikTok shop, but they're still manually tracking their inventory on a clipboard in the back room and then walking packages one by one down to the post office, they haven't transformed at all. They've just digitized a single sales channel. True transformation means fundamentally changing the customer journey, completely overhauling your logistics, reinventing your marketing, and most importantly, shifting to data-driven decision-making. If your core operations and your mindset haven't changed, well, you haven't transformed. You've really just bolted a digital cash register onto an analog business.
Now for Section 5. AI and e-commerce. The automated future.
Our final core question looks straight to the very edge of current technology. Where exactly does artificial intelligence step in to create massive value within a modern e-commerce operation? How is AI practically applied today? Not just in theory, but out there in the real world. The breadth of this impact is just staggering. AI isn't just one single tool, it touches absolutely every single step of the modern digital supply chain.
We're talking about generative AI instantly crafting perfectly optimized ad copy. We're talking about incredibly intelligent recommendation systems that actually know what a customer wants before they even do. Just think about how Amazon suggests products to you. AI powers dynamic pricing algorithms, it spots fraudulent transactions in literal milliseconds, and it optimizes warehouse inventory so perfectly that waste is virtually eliminated. AI is essentially the brain interpreting all that massive data we talked about earlier.
And finally, Section 6, the valuable lesson, the SBI framework.
This right here is the ultimate takeaway of this entire explainer, the SBI framework. You see, you don't just start a business and go digital for the fun of it. You digitize so you can collect data. Then you apply AI to process that data. And you do all of that for one single, highly valuable reason: to make superior, hyper-accurate business decisions. That entire pipeline exists for the sole purpose of improving that final decision. So I want to leave you with this final, really powerful thought. Simply selling online is just a tool. It's just a tactic. But mastering true e-commerce, that means leveraging your data and AI to make the ultimate business decisions. If you aren't using your digital platforms to gather real insights and drive smarter choices, you are leaving the absolute most valuable part of e-commerce on the table. So take a hard look at your own operations today and ask yourself, what decision will you make next?